Right now, a highly localized military conflict is threatening to collapse the global economy. For the past month, the world has watched a tense, ongoing exchange of military strikes between the United States, Israel, and Iran. Over the weekend, the scope of the war violently expanded. Yemen's Houthi forces officially entered the fray, launching their very first direct attacks on Israel and dragging the broader Arabian Peninsula into the crossfire. Energy markets reacted instantly. Traders hit the panic button as they processed the threat to regional shipping lanes. Looking at the latest commodities data, Brent crude easily crossed $110 a barrel, officially breaching the $116 threshold by Monday morning. That equals a 59% price spike in a single month. To put the scale of that panic into perspective, it easily shatters the market record set during the 1990 Gulf War. Traders are no longer reacting to standard market volatility. They are pricing in the imminent failure of the global energy supply chain. To understand the panic, look at this specific coordinate, the Strait of Hormuz. Every day, roughly 1/5 of global oil and gas supplies squeeze through this narrow channel. Iran is aggressively tightening its military presence here, effectively strangling the world's most critical transit route. International shipping traffic is already logjammed. Millions of barrels of crude are currently sitting stalled in the water as tankers wait for safe passage that might not come. By holding this single bottleneck hostage, Tehran wields extreme asymmetrical leverage over the economies of nations thousands of miles away. Washington's countermaneuver has been a massive expansion of its physical military footprint. The Pentagon has deployed roughly 3,500 Marines and sailors to the region, operating aboard the USS Tripoli. According to Central Command, this is the largest deployment of American troops to the Middle East in nearly 2 decades. The objective is strategic flexibility. Positioning thousands of ground troops expands Washington's operational options to authorize a full ground offensive. The United States has moved past defensive posturing. The military is actively preparing for the logistics of a multi-front war. With the primary artery compromised, Saudi Arabia is scrambling to execute an emergency logistical bypass. Riyadh redirected over 4.6 million barrels of crude per day away from the eastern conflict zones, pushing those exports straight across the peninsula to the Yanbu port on the Red Sea. But nearby Houthi strikes leave these alternate shipping lanes deeply vulnerable. If Yanbu gets shut down, analysts at JP Morgan warned there is only one absolute final contingency plan, forcing the region's oil flows through Egypt's Sumet pipeline to reach the Mediterranean. Relying on a single physical pipe to carry the weight of international trade creates an incredibly fragile target. If these final backup routes are destroyed, the global energy market runs out of safety valves. A localized regional dispute will instantly scale into a devastating economic crisis for the rest of the world.